Welcome back. Our next guest offers a way for you to experience nerve pain relief using the latest science. Dr. Katinka with Spero Clinic is here to share more. This segment is sponsored by the Spero Clinic. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's talk about, just give us a quick overview of your experience and your background.
So I received my training as a chiropractor, which gave me a deep appreciation for the importance of the health of the nervous system and a holistic approach to healing.
Oh, I see. So you're a chiropractor by training.
Yes.
Okay, good to know. One thing that I know that a lot of people have been experiencing, of course, we went through a pandemic, but some people still feeling the effects of that, and it's being called long COVID-19. Can you talk to us about what that is?
Absolutely. So this is actually very common. Of course, an acute infection should heal in about 2 weeks, but then for some people, actually millions of people, these symptoms do not clear up. And they can suffer from really debilitating effects after COVID.
Sure. And then what are the difference then between the long COVID and then just like if someone had the acute COVID-19?
Acute COVID goes away and long COVID persists for weeks, months, or even years.
Okay. What are some symptoms maybe that people are experiencing to know if they have long COVID-19?
Extreme fatigue is a common symptom, brain fog, short-term memory loss, depression, full body pain, persistent coughing, and even severe symptoms like seizures are possible.
Sure. If patients are coming to see you, what treatment plan do you offer to kind of impact those long COVID-19 symptoms?
So our approach is to rehabilitate the central nervous system.
Okay.
And we use 16 different technologies to accomplish that. So it's a very intense program of 14 weeks on average.
Okay.
95% of our patients travel here internationally and from out of state.
Okay. So you said 16 different treatments.
Yes.
So it sounds like maybe this is something that may vary from person to person. It won't be the same treatment for everyone.
Correct. It really depends on the patient. It's not a cookie cutter program, so we really tailor it for each patient and their unique set of symptoms.
Sure. And you've referenced the central nervous system a few times. How does this play into what's happening and how you're able to treat people?
Recent research increasingly points to long COVID primarily affecting the central nervous system, and a lot of symptoms are based around the nervous system. Some of the most severe, persistent, and complex symptoms are related to the nervous system, so it really plays a very big role.
Okay. As you're treating people, what's kind of your philosophy, if you will, as you are talking to people and treating?
So I have a two-part philosophy. One is to treat the whole body with a focus on the central nervous system and rehabilitation, not just masking symptoms. And the second is to remove the clinical aspect of healing, just meaning a lot of people have post-traumatic stress, having seen so many doctors and feeling so misunderstood and isolated. So we have a community feel in our clinic where we have living rooms instead of waiting rooms. And I encourage my staff to be very empathetic and interactive with patients and patients with each other.
Sure. At what point should people reach out maybe to come see you, Dr. Katinka? You know, you said if someone is impacted by long COVID symptoms, those symptoms are persisting for weeks. At what point should people say, okay, I should go ahead and pull the trigger and maybe see a professional?
Really, it's going to be a patient-by-patient case, but if you have suffered for months or years and you reach a point where you just feel like you've hit a wall and that you cannot accept that this is going to be the rest of your life, then I say your health is so important and you should do something about that.
Sure, absolutely. Can you give us some information? How can people reach out to you to learn more about the clinic and more about the treatments?
So we have a big social media presence.
Okay.
Our clinic is called the Spero Clinic, S-P-E-R-O, it means hope. And our phone number is 479-304-8202.
Oh, you said Spero means hope.
Yes.
Oh, I like that. I like
Thank
that a lot.
you.
There's some information right there on your screen, Dr. Katinka. Thank you so much for stopping by today. We appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.